lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Pocket starts to collapse.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're bringing heat and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on second and long from the 10. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
Oh, they're not get free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He fires to the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that. But and he's all bottled up. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Line gets set, 1st down. He's gonna pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot here. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.